Hey everybody, Enosh here, and it's time for another review. So I got a lot of stuff on Force Friday, and have not had a chance to review it yet, and so it's just been sitting in boxes in my toy room, and have not been able to get stuff out of the packages and onto the shelves yet, and so been looking for the time to be able to do that, and the time is now. And so hopefully this week I will get a few of these videos done of some of these items, and be able to post videos and see what you guys think. If you guys have some of these toys, please leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of these action figures and these toys from The Last Jedi. So a lot of you may have seen our Force Friday special. We went out, we were out till like almost 4 in the morning collecting stuff, and then there's a few things like today that I picked up kind of periodically afterwards as they became available. And so today we're going to start off with a figure that I think is really cool, and that is the 3 3/4 Star Wars The Black Series Praetorian Guard. Let's jump right into it.
So here we have our figure, and I think these look really great. They're very reminiscent of the 6-inch Black Series figures, even so much that I accidentally ordered one of these off of eBay because the way it was presented, I thought it was the 6-inch figure, and fortunately they took it back because it was misrepresented on the auction. But I really like this. I think they look really good. Let's take a closer look here. It says Star Wars, the Black Series, and you know, the figure looks really nice inside there. I always like these little shadow pictures kind of here on the right of the Black Series figures. If you look at the figure inside, I love how these figures look. The figure looks really great on the red background, and I love how they harken back to kind of the samurai warriors and how they looked. That's one of the big things that I like about these Praetorian guards. If we look here on the back, let's see what it has to say about the elite Praetorian Guard. It says, as Supreme Leader of the First Order, Snoke was flanked by crimson-clad guardians, loyal protectors encased in ornate armor, ready to defend the Supreme Leader from any threat. And so it'll be interesting to see if these guys turn out to be the Knights of Ren, like some have theorized, or if they're just guardians for Snoke. But either way, I can't wait to see them in action. I think they're going to look really great on screen. Here we have the kind of the regular Praetorian Guard that came in a 2-pack with Rey. Obviously the different guards have different helmets, but as you can see with this one, it's just 5 points of articulation, and although the figure might look all right just standing there, you know, his head goes back and forth like that, but the arms just go up and down. And I don't like these legs because these legs are actually built right into the skirting. So it's just one piece of plastic with this leg kind of formed in there. You see on the bottom it has the force effect thing or whatever that makes them talk. But yeah, you lift a leg and the whole thing comes up like that, and I don't dig that. I mean, they're fine for standing there, but to pose them in any real way just doesn't really work well. And this helmet is kind of strange too, because it points down, and so you can't really, it looks like the figure is looking down to me for some reason. It doesn't look quite right. But like I said, again, this is the kind of the standard figure, the 5-point articulation figures. It's got a little blue dot on there. I'm not really sure what that is. It's the only thing kind of up against all this red, but you can put this blade together to form one big blade, or put them both separately. And like I said, the head doesn't really move up or down or anything like that. So here we see that the figure kind of out of the box and how it's in the plastic. Looks really nice. I like the skirting there. It kind of breaks up the hard plastic of the armor. And here we see him posed. I really think that this should be the standard for all figures. I don't need, you know, crazy weird articulation, but just to be able to bend at the elbows like that and to swivel, I think that that's important with a figure. You can see that's what this figure does. And even though this figure, his hands also move and spin around here, and it opens up, the head goes up and down, and we'll go around, and that's good too. I like it because this figure doesn't look like he's just perpetually looking down. And then you can kind of see that. And then look at the skirting here. You know, he's got a little bit of a stomach crunch, and then the skirting here, his legs actually go around at the hip, And they have a thigh swivel as well, which is great for posing. And then they also go around at the knee and at the ankle. And then of course the knee bends, and that's pretty cool. And like I said, I think that this should be the standard for all these figures, because you want to be able to play with them. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, kids want to be able to play with these and pose these and do things. And it's really hard to do that with a stiff figure. I'm not, there's some figures with the regular 5 points of articulation. I don't really think it matters that much, but I think at this point in the game, I don't understand why these figures have to be like $12, $13 at Walmart, so much more expensive, when for so long we've gotten really good posable figures from the Star Wars line, and then all of a sudden we start getting these 5-point articulation. It's just really cheap, and I don't really care for it. Like I said, there's some figures, they pose well, but for playability, it would just really be nice to be able to play with those figures. So this is what both figures look like right next to each other. You can see the one on the left, very just kind of regular poses. You can't do really anything special with it, just put his arms out like that. The one on the right, the Black Series Elite Praetorian Guard, just looks really cool. You can pose this in pretty much any way that you want to and just make him look really awesome. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is my review of the Star Wars The Black Series 3 3/4 inch Elite Praetorian Guard. I love this figure. Do you like this figure? Do you have to have this figure on your shelf? Why don't you let me know down in the comment section. Do you already have it? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? What is your opinion about the 5-point of articulation figures versus these Black Series figures with more articulation? Are you like me? Do you feel that the price point is not in tune with that, especially given what we've gotten before from different lines of Star Wars that had great articulation, and now all of a sudden we have these 5-point articulations that, some of the figures pose well, some of them don't. I'd be interested in hearing your opinion about that. All right, let me know down in the comment section, because that's what we do on this channel. We talk about the things that we love, like Star Wars and comic books and movies and fun stuff like that. And so I always like to hear your opinion. And hey, if you're around here anyways, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button and let me know that, hey, you like what we're doing around here, and you'd like to see more of it, all right? And if you do that, I will be grateful and appreciate you just so much, because we like to have fun here on the channel, all right? So until next time, like I said, we've got some more videos coming out of some other 3 3/4 inch Black Series figures. We're going to compare those to some of their 5-point of articulation mainline figures, and see what we like better, okay? Until next time, my name is Enosh, and I'm going to go hunting for some more figures. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.